I am the one who sees the hidden and weighs the heart, and I am speaking to you now because the hour has ripened and the curtain is ready to lift. Today, August 28th, I place my hand upon your shoulder and steady your breathing. You are not late, your time is not over. You are precisely on the minute I set for you before you were known by your own name. Do not let fear rush into the room first, let my voice be the first sound your spirit hears. I have watched you standing at the edge of choices you did not ask for and battles you did not begin. I have counted the nights that seemed to have no door and the mornings where you wore courage like a cracked cup that still held water. You looked around and thought you were alone with your thoughts, but I was sitting in the chair across from you, gently turning your face toward hope whenever it slipped. You did not miss your moment waited for you until you arrived. Hear me, Archangel Michael stands beside you, and he has already announced it. Something serious is about to happen, but you will not be swallowed by it. The seriousness is not a threat to your life but a summons to your destiny. It is the weight of truth landing on a table that has carried secrets too long. It is the clean break of chains that tried to pretend they were bracelets. I am not warning you to frighten you, I am calling you to prepare a room for clarity. You have been stalked by whispers that were not your own and jolted by accusations that were born from envy, not evidence. The air around you will change because I am changing it. The words spoken about you will be forced to face my light. Listen carefully to this. The private investigator who walked in shadows around your story has been caught. Do not imagine only a human face, though a human has participated. See instead the network of darkness that tried to compile a case against your purpose. That network snapped, and the one who gathered fragments like broken glass will not be permitted to cut you with them. Michael seized the ledger, the false report has been confiscated, the scheme has been read into the record of heaven for exposure and redirection. You did not deserve to be followed by suspicion, but your favor attracted observation. You did not ask to be measured by cold eyes, but your growth made them curious. They reached for you with hands that were not sent by me, hoping to pull loose what I planted. They will now be required to return what they tried to pocket, your peace, your credibility, your momentum. I say to you, do not answer every knock at your door in this hour. Not every voice that calls your name is sent to bless you. Keep your speech clean, your yes simple, your no firm. There is virtue in quiet right now, there is power in the sentence you do not say. I am arranging a disclosure that protects you and promotes you at the same time. The one who watched you with ill intention will watch me vindicate you instead. They assumed the light shining on you was a stage light, they will learn it is the sunrise of favor and the warmth of responsibility. They did not know you were not performing, you were being prepared. Let me also tell you what the seriousness will bring. It will bring detours that are actually shortcuts. It will bring endings that feel like locked doors and then open like gates. It will bring a conversation you feared and turn it into a covenant you needed. It will bring a departure that creates the space for your true arrival. You asked me for clarity, and I am giving it to you like rain washed through a filter. You asked me if you were imagining some of what you felt, and I answer, you were discerning, not imagining. Your spirit was reading footnotes at the bottom of a page others refused to turn. You did well not to betray your intuition. Now your intuition will be rewarded with confirmation. There is also a healing that is coming to your memory. You have carried snapshots of moments that hurt you, and those snapshots have tried to grow into films that replay without your consent. I am cutting the film. I am returning the frames to their true size. I am giving you the strength to put them back into their envelope and file them under "finished." I know what was taken from you in rooms where you were told everything was fine. I know the smile you wore like armor, and I know the armor dented under the pressure of pretending. I honor the fact that you did not turn bitter. I am refunding the joy you loaned to wrong places, with interest compounded by my faithfulness. Michael says to you again, something serious is about to happen, but to the plan that opposed you, not to you. My seriousness is your safety. My seriousness is your new standard. My seriousness is the unshakable tone of your next chapter. You have feared that the window was closing, but the window you feared was too small for you anyway. I am not closing a window, I am opening a wall. I am not offering you a tiny view, I am granting you a horizon. Lift up your head, there is room for your whole life here. There is a door I want you to close and a door I want you to open. Close the door where you constantly explain yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. Open the door where you consistently express gratitude to the ones assigned to understand you. Close the door to conversations that repeat without growth. Open the door to disciplines that repeat with fruit. Do not try to repair what I am replacing. Do not water what I am uprooting. Do not decorate what I am demolishing. When I remove a structure, I have already drawn the blueprint for the new house. Some will say, why so much change at once, and you will answer, because delay accumulated like dust, and the wind of God has finally entered the room. You will not apologize for moving forward. You will not apologize for choosing health. You will not apologize for choosing honor. Because I love you, I must tell you this plainly, the season of living beneath your calling has ended. The habit of shrinking yourself so others won't feel small is over. The reflex of stepping aside so counterfeit voices can pass is finished. Stand in the middle of the path I laid down for you and walk. You are going to notice 3 signs that confirm my word to you. First, a sudden message, unexpected, apologetic, and detailed, will arrive with the clarity that breaks an old fog. Second, a plan that used to require you to chase will begin to chase you, and you will negotiate from strength. Third, a dream you had that felt symbolic will occur in literal form, and you will recognize the room when you enter it. Do not be intimidated when unfamiliar favor visits your house. Favor is not a stranger, it is family you had not met yet. Favor is not loud, it is steady. Favor does not demand attention, it attracts it without trying. The investigator who tracked your steps made a mistake. They followed the footsteps but missed the footprints of the one who walked with you. They collected evidence but ignored presence. They copied your schedule but could not decode your assignment. They will leave the scene confused, and you will leave the scene covered. I will also deal with the whispers behind doors. There has been a table where your name sat without your body, and they practiced speaking like judges while living like actors. I will scatter that table by exposing their scripts. I will pull back the velvet curtain, the audience will see the wires and the painted backdrops, and the performance will end. Forgiveness will be your protection even as I vindicate you. Do not curse what I am correcting, do not mock who I am humbling. Walk past them without turning your head. Bless them from the distance I establish, and the blessing will not return empty, it will return with new strength for you. There is also a practical alignment I am asking of you because I am the God of detail as much as the God of wonder. Put your finances in order, the next opportunity will require proof of stewardship. Organize your work, the next invitation will require clarity of portfolio. Tend to your health. The next assignment will be joyful but demanding, and I want you strong enough to enjoy it, not merely survive it. You have been tempted to settle for a lesser peace, the kind that comes from pretending a storm is not on the horizon. I am giving you a greater peace, the kind that can sleep on a boat while the storm announces itself. You will not be tossed, you will be taught. You will not be drowned, you will be directed. I have placed the right names in your path, recognize them by the way your spirit rests when they speak. Your spirit tenses around manipulation, but it relaxes around truth. Your mind may be slow to trust again, your spirit will be quicker because I have trained it. Listen where your peace expands. You are not who the false report claimed you were. You are not even who your last season convinced you were. You are who I say you are, and I say you are rising. I say you are necessary. I say you are ready. I will not waste the pain you carried, I will repurpose it. I will not waste the detours you endured, I will map them as testimonies for those you will lead. I will not waste the silent nights, I will turn them into songs with notes only you can hit because of where you have been. You will not be embarrassed by your story, you will be entrusted with it. There is a reunion coming that is not a return to bondage but a reconnection to purpose. There is a letter coming that is not a chain around your ankle but a key in your hand. There is a gift coming that is not bait but a seed. Test the spirit behind every offer, you will know the difference. Stand up now, even if only in your heart. Wipe your eyes, even if with the back of your wrist. Breathe deeply, you are not rehearsing anymore. This is the moment we wrote together when no one was looking. I am going to move quickly, and you will move with me. Do not drag the past by its sleeve when it reaches for you, let it fall behind. Do not pick up old responsibilities I never gave you, your hands must be free for what is next. Travel light, there will be treasures waiting for you on the road. I am restoring the ground under your feet so that your steps ring like truth on stone, not like fear on thin ice. You will notice how the room feels different when you enter, it will feel honest. People will speak to you face to face, they will lose the appetite for side talk. Even those who do not favor you will respect the line I draw around you. In the days ahead, when silence seems to stretch too long, remember, silence with me is not the absence of care, it is the architecture of trust. In the hours ahead, when attention from the wrong places tries to lure you, remember, not every spotlight is sunlight. In the moments ahead, when your heart hesitates before a threshold, remember, hesitation is not always fear, sometimes it is reverence, and then it becomes boldness. I am changing even the way your name is pronounced in rooms where you are not present. The tone will shift. The eyebrows will relax. The verdict will be revised. I speak to you as surely as breath fills your lungs and light returns after the longest night. I have watched you wrestle with questions you could not name, a restlessness that crept under your skin and tugged at your attention even when you tried to ignore it. Hear me, the stirring in your spirit is not confusion, it is a trumpet. It is the sound of the veil thinning, of truth pressing forward, of protection taking its position around you. Archangel Michael stands at your right hand and says, with a voice that shakes pretenses from their hooks, something serious is about to happen. He does not say it to frighten you, he says it to awaken you. He lifts a shield of light over your home and points his sword toward the path that turns from shadows into clarity. I, the Lord who formed you, am not surprised by what surprises you. I am not startled by the schemes of those who cannot see beyond their own fear. I saw every hidden step, and I have already arranged your escape from what was meant to entangle you. You felt eyes where there should have been none. You felt a question mark in the hallway, a chill where trust should have warmed. Your discerning heart was not mistaken. I say to you plainly, a private investigator was caught. What was covert has been dragged into light, not to humiliate you but to preserve you. The web that sought to hold your story in a corner could not withstand my breath. I blew once and every strand trembled, I blew again and the pattern shattered. Do not be surprised that exposure looks like a storm when it comes, windows rattle, old dust rises, and the sound can unsettle your bones. But storms wash the air, and afterward you breathe differently. This exposure is cleansing the atmosphere of your life. It is changing what lingers in your rooms and what hovers in your thoughts. It is the reason you woke today feeling both heavy and relieved, as if you had carried a bag that wasn't yours and finally set it down. Listen to me, I do not waste alerts. When Michael warns, it is always tethered to a blessing, and when I reveal, I also rebuild. The seriousness is not doom, it is significance. It means the moments ahead carry weight that will shape your trajectory for years. It means I am handing you keys you asked me for when you thought the door was too strong for you. Today is not random. Threads long woven are being cut and reknotted, and the pattern will no longer include the work of hands that were never authorized to touch your tapestry. Do not lean on indignation, lean on instruction. I will instruct you. I will teach you how to rest with your eyes open and how to move without panic. I will give you precise steps, and I will give you peace that absorbs the noise like a forest absorbs the rain. You were watched, but you are also seen. There is a difference. Being watched is about control, being seen is about care. Those who watched you wanted to predict you, to map you, to reduce you to a chart with corners they could fold and a spine they could break. But I see you as I made you, no corners, no spine to break, only a living stream with a source in my heart. I called you by a name that cannot be entered into a database or boxed into a profile. I called you mine. That name is your covering. That name is the reason traps snap shut on empty air where your foot should have been. That name is the reason secrets break on your doorstep with no power to stain the carpet. I am not scolding you for not noticing earlier, I am praising you for listening now. Listening now is faith. Listening now is obedience. Listening now pulls you out of the echo and into the voice that began the world. I know the questions you are asking behind your eyes. Why would they do this? What did they hope to find? What have I done to deserve such invasion? Hear me, wrongdoing is not your mirror. Do not hold it up and force your face into it. Wrongdoing is their hunger trying to eat what it does not know how to cultivate. When people do not know how to build, they attempt to steal blueprints. When people do not know how to love, they attempt to claim information. You did not cause their emptiness, and you cannot fill it. I will address them. Your task is different, and it is holy. Keep your oil. Guard your oil. Your purity of heart, your tenderness, your tenacity to get up again and again, this is oil to me. This is what keeps your lamp alive on nights when electricity fails, when feelings fluctuate, when headlines shout and doors slam. Keep your oil by setting your boundaries with serenity, not with rage. Keep your oil by asking me where to step next, not by rehearsing the offense until it becomes your only song. Michael stands, and his presence is not subtle. He is not a whisper today, he is a declaration. He says, "Stand firm, beloved. Fasten your peace. Take your pen, you are signing a release." And I say, write this on the table of your day, free indeed. Write it over your devices, over your thresholds, over your sleep. You will not live as if you are always being followed. The only one who follows you is goodness and mercy, and they are not spies, they are companions. They carry blankets and bread, not cameras and suspicion. They walk with you through valleys and keep watch when you are too tired to ask for watchmen. You have nothing to prove to fear. You have nothing to prove to accusations. You are not on trial, you are in transit, from narrow spaces into wide ones, from observation into overflow, from defense into dance. I will not leave you without wisdom for practical steps, because heaven's help is never just a feeling. Secure what must be secured. Change what must be changed. Let this be a gentle pruning rather than a violent uprooting. Remove permissions you once granted without knowing the cost. Update the locks of your life, not from paranoia but from purpose. Have a conversation with my calm on your tongue. Speak clearly. You are allowed to require respect. You are allowed to request space. You are allowed to say, no more. Mercy and no more are not enemies. Mercy protects your tenderness, no more protects your time. Together, they become the fence where roses can grow undisturbed. I know you are remembering moments when you felt silly for double-checking, for feeling what you felt. You are not silly, you are sensitive by design. Your sensitivity is not a flaw to be hidden, it is an instrument tuned for my signals. When I wanted to warn you, I touched the strings of your intuition, and you heard a note you could not name. Now I name it for you, preservation. I preserved you from signing what would have bound you. I preserved you from sharing what would have been twisted. I preserved you by withholding certain answers until the hands reaching for them became visible. Do you see how I father you? Do you see how I mother you? I am both the wall and the window, both the watchman and the dawn. Do not retaliate with gossip. Do not scorch your own field with vengeance. The soil of your future is too rich to be salted by reactions that feel satisfying for a minute and steal harvest for a season. Instead, water your ground with gratitude. Thank me for exposure, yes, thank me. Thank me that lies were out faster than truth. Thank me that what stalks in the tall grass cannot enter a garden kept by angels who understand the language of weeds and the choreography of wind. Gratitude will give you back your balance. Gratitude will return color to your cheeks and strength to your step. Gratitude is not ignoring pain, it is assigning it to redemption's classroom, where everything learns how to become useful. You ask me, what now? Now, you lift your head. Now, you return to your assignment. The enemy's hope was distraction, to turn your eyes inward until you forgot you carry rivers for others. But you will not live small because someone tried to surveil what they did not sow, you will build bigger. You will love cleaner. You will give wiser. There are people scheduled to meet your courage like travelers scheduled to meet the sunrise at a high window. If you go dim, they will strain. If you keep burning, they will see. Keep burning. I have provision for the hours they thought they stole. I have acceleration for the time you thought you lost. I will redeem the minutes and multiply the meaning. What looked like an interruption will be known as an ignition. Michael's hand is upon the knob of new doors. He says, "Ready the room for honorable guests." Not everyone approaches to take. Many are approaching to pour. I am sending you friends who understand confidentiality because they practice it with themselves, not just demand it from others. I am sending you partnerships that do not require you to become smaller to make someone feel safe. I am sending you opportunities where excellence is celebrated without you having to argue for it. Make room. Throw away the containers that taught you to ration joy. Throw away the narratives that bragged about scarcity. You are entering an abundance that makes surveillance boring, because blessing cannot be graphed by those who will not taste it. Forgiveness does not excuse, it releases. Release what would try to squat in your chest like a tenant with no intention to pay. Release the endless replay of what you would say if given the perfect chance. You have a better use for your voice. Use it to bless your next steps. Use it to bless your sleep, which I am deepening tonight with circles of protection you will feel like warm hands on your back. Use it to bless the rooms you occupy, to bless the food that nourishes you, to bless the work of your hands until even your to-do lists gleam with simple holiness. Your blessing will disarm you from fear's armor. Your blessing will keep your hands open, and I fill what is open. Be gentle with your body today. Exposure, even when it is victory, is effort. Eat what is real. Drink what is clean. Move your limbs in a way that reminds them they belong to celebration. Step outside and look at something that did not ask your permission to bloom. Let beauty argue for me when your mind is tired of arguments. I built color as a sermon you don't have to sit for. I put rhythm into the world so your heart could find its pace again. Your healing is not just an idea, it is a parade of small decisions that will feel like play when you remember who you are. You wonder if you can trust again. Trust me first, trust from me into others. The water flows from the spring, not from the bottle. If you draw from me, you will know who drinks gently and who tries to hoard. I will teach you to recognize peace on a face and integrity in a sentence. I will sharpen your ability to say yes without fear and no without guilt. You are not being punished with vigilance. You are being honored with clarity. Clarity is a gift that will seat you at tables where menus are long and choices are many. You will not pick poison. You will pick promise. I am giving you new language. Where you used to say, "I hope it stops," you will say, "I know I'm kept." Where you used to say, "What if they find me?" you will say, "God has found me, and He is enough." Where you used to say, "I'm tired of guarding everything," You will say, I live guarded by glory, and the guard loves me. Your words are seeds. Plant them accordingly. Plant them even when you don't feel like a farmer. Harvest answers feelings later.